Welcome everybody to another episode of the Absolute DMV podcast. It's your man Ace Boogie, and I'm here with a few good guys. I'm here with my man Mark
What's going on, everybody?
and Ego on the boards.
I'm on the boards. Ooh.
Gentlemen, how you? Well, first of all, Mark, welcome back.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Feeling a lot better. I heard Eric was able to hold the note with the boards. So I think allergies have chilled out a bit.
No, I'm a little
thankfully.
better. I've been practicing.
You looked a little.
There you
He
go.
sounded a little better. So,
I know, 2 weeks ago we were both jacked up. So
Ooh, yeah, it was bad. Yeah, neither one of you needed to be on the boards. Y'all was crazy.
Yeah, the boards are shaky.
The boards is crazy.
We need an auto-tune. We need that, you know,
Ooh.
that
the no
T-Pain,
business near
that
it.
that T-Pain.
How you feeling though, Ego? How you?
I'm good, actually. Like I said, the weather's been off and on. You know, again, it's been raining, and I guess the pollen's been off my car, so that's why I'm able to hold a note because I got no pollen. But I feel, you know what I'm saying, everything's good. The weather, actually, spring is going to be over with. Summer's coming through, so I got my summer body ready. So I'm hitting the gyms.
Yeah, that's true.
This guy.
You're ready for that?
I'm getting, yeah, y'all. Hey, what? Very soon, y'all going to be seeing tank tops. You know, arms are going to be out.
Called this dude the other day, right?
Shut up.
Bama talk about some. Man, yeah, you hit me and I was in the gym. I was hitting the bag. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, shut up. Nobody wants to hear that. Shut
Everybody want to hear that. I'm inspiration. That's what it is.
up. Hey, man.
Or is it just he has to put that out as like a warning because you're going to hear some heavy ass breathing
you're
during
not
the
gonna-
call with him working out?
Nah, I'm letting
So, like,
you know.
this is a disclaimer.
I'm letting y'all know in the video. Y'all see me in the videos, all in the videos.
Oh, I should.
Yeah,
I
y'all gonna be
should.
like, all right, I see what Eric been doing, or Ego.
Well, shoot. All right, man. Well, good that you guys our pollen's not kicking y'all butt. I don't know how I've been avoiding it. Like, I mean, I've been washing my face a lot,
A
but
Liberian jet.
you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I've been avoiding it, but I've been cool.
You're immune to
so, let's hope that it stays this way. But what you got for us, Ego, man? You
Yeah, I mean, I know
you be in the news. What you
the
got
news.
for
Up
us?
in the news, the Diddy trial, you know, is happening. It's
Oh,
day 4.
God.
Yeah, day 4 is
Oh,
already
here we
happened.
go.
And
Oh, it's already day 4?
it's day 4 out of 7.
Well, you know what?
7 days. It's 7 days.
Oh, hold up. It's only going 7 days, or they're only giving us 7 days?
So it's a 7-day trial.
Oh, wow.
So they have a whole schedule before it started about what's going to happen each
Yep.
day then, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
It's just like the playoffs.
Oh, damn. Okay. Because I was about to. My question was going to be, how many days do you think this trial is going to go?
It's 7 days.
Because like the OJ trial went like, it was like 2-3 weeks, wasn't it? Something like that.
It might have OT. I don't know. It depends on they have surprise guests, surprise
7
witnesses
days.
or whatever. I don't know.
I don't think you can surprise anything if what's her name, Cassie was the star witness. Could like what they gonna bring out Farnsworth Bentley?
Possible.
Yeah.
See?
I mean, you were saying they're bringing a couple people out like that.
I mean, they call out Prince. They put Prince's name in the junk already, and he's dead.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
R.I.P. to Prince.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like they're trying. I mean, I guess the lawyer is pretty much trying any way to defend Diddy from the pretty much the
To like
sex trafficking.
normalize it and make
Yeah.
other people involved. You know,
They don't
make
want to
it
get.
seem-
They don't want him
yeah.
to have life. So if at the end of the day they don't want him to be his rest of the life in jail. So they're going to try any way to I guess he did fuck up. He's a fuck up, but he's not a fuck up. But he did fuck up during the time. But they're trying to reduce the actual sentence. That's what it is.
I mean, that's what a defense does, but
I mean, that's what I pay for.
Look, I'm not gonna defend the man, but all I'm gonna say is life in prison for being freaky is wild. That's just me.
I think he's
like given everything that he's done and everything he's alleged doing, or his alleged has done, whatever. I'm just in the long run of everything. When you just hear freak offs, like a man is going to jail for freak offs, it just sounds like. I mean, and that's probably an ignorant way of putting it.
well, I think it's
But-
the sex trafficking component. If it's how many people can they prove were like against their consent or like questionably pressured into. It's like a Harvey Weinstein thing where it's like you're not holding a gun to someone's head, but like all the time and energy and career and money that they put in could be snatched away. You kind of got them by a ransom there.
I
don't know how much.
Yeah, I don't know
yeah.
what type of power Diddy had over
Yeah.
these
I mean, he
people,
had a lot of power
but I mean, obviously he had a lot of power because
in the industry itself. Yeah, people were scared.
for every I don't know, bro. It's
I mean,
It
clearly,
sounds like I'm just saying. For Diddy to be a super villain for that long, I would think I don't think that black people are allowed to be super villains for that long. But I mean, this is him
he's
coming
the
down.
first one.
So
He's the first one. He's
he's obviously not the first one because they got
Cosby.
R. Kelly. We had Cosby.
but
Like
this is like
so you know what I'm saying.
This is a lot longer than freaking Cosby and.
I know Cosby was doing it since
I don't know.
the 70s or
Cosby was-
80s, I
He's
think.
I'm about
been
to say.
doing it, but then this right now they're pulling up all the stops for this one.
Bruh, look.
I mean, Cosby went to trial too.
When you break down everything the man did, or everything he's alleged has done, it's all horrible. It's just in the pure basic way of believe what you want to believe. The man going to jail for being freaky is because I don't know if any of the charges are of abuse like we saw of the Cassie tape, but you know what I'm saying?
They're using that as a part of.
It's just they said that they drew a RICO case from the freak offs. So that's why I'm like, it just sounds crazy that a man's going to jail for the rest of his life because he was freaky. But whatever.
Well, I think if they could prove prostitution or some type of sex trafficking out of that, then that's a bigger charge.
That's a federal.
That's I guess it would be a felony. But what I want to know is comparison. I have to do some research on this, but like for me, like the whole Harvey Weinstein thing seems like a pretty similar component where it's like, yeah, you've got people who are subservient to you and their whole career hangs in the balance and you're using that to manipulate and pressure for like, you know, your own personal. I want to know, I know he went to trial and he was found guilty. I want to know exactly what his sentence was because like he was pretty old, but if he didn't get life,
He got,
you know,
I think he got life.
he got life too?
Yeah.
and
he killed.
Then I guess there's a precedent,
Killed himself.
Well, no, that was Epstein.
Oh, no,
that was
Epstein.
Epstein.
That's
Epstein was way worse.
No, Epstein didn't even get convicted yet. He killed himself before he got
Yeah,
convicted.
because he knew that. Like,
Yeah, he wasn't going to trial.
There are mountains of evidence on
there was
him.
stuff. And
Yeah,
that's
he
what
wasn't
I
going
think.
to trial. So
And I think Diddy's going through a lot of shit because it's like I think he's in like New York prison, so which is bad, like federal prison, like it's like ridiculous. Like they said that like if he's looked him in the trial, his face looked like he's like.
I don't know. I mean, I assume
Shit.
when you live a life like
Straight up Diddy.
Diddy did, and now you
Take that
aren't
away.
living that life anymore, then you know
All the
there's-
wrinkles kick in.
It's gonna something's gonna
And I
get
guess and I guess we don't have to get into details about the days or whatever. I just know there's a lot of things about they brought in.
All right, y'all check it out. It's a lot of crazy stuff going on. There's a lot of things that
bring it
people
up.
are saying, text messages.
I just know
His
Kid
kids
Cudi-
had to leave the courtroom because it was
types
so
of things.
graphic.
Yeah, all types of things.
I just know-
I think at some point even Cassie's husband had to leave the courtroom
For real?
because of it. I don't
It's
know
not
if he.
detailed.
I don't know if he left because. There's two theories. There's one theory that he left because everything was too graphic. And
Yeah,
he
like
couldn't
to hear
handle
what
it.
your wife did or
Yeah.
what your, you know.
And there's another theory
Yeah.
that because Cassie's husband is actually a part of the case,
oh.
so there's
Like as a-
certain, so there's certain
oh.
things in the trial that I guess he can't hear.
Okay.
So they removed him because of that. So those are the two theories, and I don't know which one's which, but
Interesting.
I want to put them both out there so we're not completely ignorant about.
I guess the
situation.
prosecutor, but it also the thing is about the prosecutor is pretty much bringing about that Diddy was going at Kid Cudi and blew up his car.
Yeah.
The hateful-
Which is, I mean, that's a super.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a super villain
That's some
move
super
right
villain
there.
stuff.
Shit,
Yeah,
like,
like
yeah,
That's
because-
like something the Penguin would do.
that's what I'm
Batman.
saying.
Because he was
Like,
jealous of pretty much of like so at one point they broke up and then she dated Kid Cudi and allegedly or if not same thing
Some
Michael B.
fling or
Jordan.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan and then got back to Diddy and Diddy found out that relationship and then he went
Mhm.
ballistic, which shows his he anger management or whatever his mind was.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what I mean. It's like
they
when
had-
you hear all the things that Diddy allegedly did, it just sounds like a supervillain, and
Yeah.
I'm just like,
They
I don't
have-
know how this man was a supervillain for 20 plus years.
I mean,
And like, you know what I'm saying? Like to think that he was blowing up cars, allegedly blowing up cars, allegedly sex
beating up people,
trafficking,
beating up
allegedly beating up people, threatening people. Like,
I mean, money
Like,
is
it's-
money is a shield.
I know. I
Yeah, yeah.
completely understand.
and
It's
he had
just,
a lot of it. So
it's my thing is to do all those crimes in all those different places, and nobody, like, you're so powerful that nobody wants to say anything.
Yeah.
It's just wild. Like,
Yeah, you're not that level.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
I'm sure.
not.
Yeah.
That's like
I'm not.
It's literally like
I'm not, definitely.
it's like cartel shit. Like you know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
like doesn't mean that you're in the limelight, but then you can say and point, and then.
But
things
that's the
can
thing.
happen.
Most cartel boss is not talking about take that out in the street. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not just out at the Met Gala and all types of things. Like,
He had 2 lives. That's what it said. The news said he
Yeah.
had 2 lives.
It's a supervillain, man. You got 2 lives.
That's a crazy.
You got your alter ego and you got your public ego.
So he's, man.
See?
I have too many jokes and I can't make jokes on this subject. So I'm
Okay.
I'm like, let's.
So
Let's move on.
My
I have
hypothetical
jokes,
is-
bro. I have jokes.
I know you do.
Like,
So,
I'm
okay.
so insensitive.
So
I'm
my
sorry.
hypothetical is pretty much asking, would you still buy Diddy products, or pretty much in his category from when he was big? Will you still do the entertainment thing as Bad Boy Entertainment with his stuff? Would you buy his liquor, pretty much all his liquor? Would you do anything with his media, like pretty much Revolt is pretty much owned by him, or anything? Or I don't think you're gonna be buying Sean John though. That's I feel like Sean John has been gone.
I feel like
before.
everything that Diddy was connected to, affiliated to, has separated themselves from him. So you're free to indulge in all these things because he's not connected to any of them.
Yeah.
But that says different, because the same thing with Cosby, right? The Cosby situation, like watching. Cosby show.
Nobody stopped selling Jello pudding pops when Cosby was on
show,
trial.
But I'm talking about the show.
Nobody. The show didn't stop running.
No, they stopped.
No, it didn't.
They
But-
did. They stopped. They
It was
took
on
it off the air.
Netflix.
They took it off the air for a little bit.
Oh, okay, that's crazy.
But the question is, I think, which is what Ace is saying, is Diddy, just like when Bill Cosby was have it, or whoever, are they profiting off of it? Because if they are, then you're in a sense supporting them and, potentially supporting their defense case and everything. So there's moral questions there. If they're not profiting from it, like Revolt, I know, replaced him as the president and basically cut ties. Shout out to Revolt. You guys have covered me before. Peace and love. Thank you.
Quick plug.
But yeah, no, and like Ciroc, like I don't think he's making money from that.
No.
Bad Boy, at this point the dude's in jail.
Well, Bad Boy is his.
Is his, but
I
at the
think
same
probably
time,
the only thing that is still making him money would probably be the back catalog of the Bad Boy.
Yeah,
and that's where my moral
Bad Boy
quandary
Records.
is.
So it was like listening to Spotify, getting a check, do all the other platforms.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man, music is music.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna stop listening to More Money, More Problems.
Well, so that being said, that's the reason why I brought it up, because when I was at the liquor store, I saw Ciroc, and the Ciroc prices used to be a certain price. Now it's low, and I was kind of considering buying it.
Yeah.
Don't buy that shit. That shit bad for you.
It's
bad for you.
I don't think it's bad for you, but guess what? I can afford it.
All of it. It's bad for you. All of it. Leave that stuff alone, man.
Does it have lube in it?
We really shouldn't even.
Oh my god!
Baby oil.
Maybe.
you get an ounce of baby oil if you buy this Ciroc.
Every Ciroc purchase.
Yo,
Oh, that'd be nasty. That'd be the nastiest poke, yo.
That would be
Yo.
that would maybe be
Oh my
worse than
God.
Ann Pizza's
Yeah,
Yeah, the
promo.
Marion Berry
Yeah.
shit.
Get
Get a free
nah.
8 ounce of baby
with
oil.
the baggie.
Ciroc.
Yo.
that PR would be ridiculous.
But you know people would buy it just like as a collector's item. Like if
Before it gets banned and take it
If you get the
down.
Diddy baby oil with the Ciroc,
the Johnson collab.
yo. Oh my! I see. This is what I'm saying. I got too many jokes. Y'all play too much.
Nope.
Y'all play too much.
But honestly, like my whole thing is like Biggie's one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
And to this day, I think one of the best lyricists ever. So like, I feel a certain type of way because I don't want to support Diddy, but at the same time, I love Biggie and trying to figure out a way to like. Again, I own a lot of the CDs. I'll bump those. Again, it's one of those things. I think that Bad Boy, again, you don't make much from streaming anyway.
Look, bro, I'm gonna tell you just like this. The back catalog of Diddy and all the things that Diddy is connected to. If, like, let's be honest, if you stopped listening to all the music Diddy and R. Kelly was connected to, you wouldn't be listening to much music. I'm sorry. Because Diddy has
Especially
produced
Diddy. He was the top.
has produced
yeah.
for so many people. Mary J. Blige, like the list goes on. Like I could
Yeah.
just you could just
Mhm.
ramble off stuff that Diddy's done, and then
Mhm.
all the people that R. Kelly has written for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So so when people be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna listen to the music," I'm like, "That you're gonna listen to the music without knowing you're listening to the music.
He's gonna have a hand in a song you
Yeah.
didn't even know.
It's just what it is. So the stop listening to the music part is hard.
Hmm.
And for me, there's just certain songs, like I said, I'm probably never gonna stop listening
Mhm.
to. More Money, More Problems is mad inspirational. And if you don't think so, go listen to it.
Bad Boy for Life.
Bruh,
Don't.
come on now. We gonna
don't.
stop listening to Woe?
Yeah.
Come on now.
For me, it's just the whole
Harlem World.
Yeah.
Like
Biggie's first
24
album
Hours to
with
Live.
Easy Mo
Like
B
Mace-
production.
Murder Mace.
Classic.
Murder Mace at the time.
Like, bruh.
Yeah, that's true. Mace.
Total 112. Bruh, and that's just Bad Boy. We haven't even gotten off Bad Boy. All the people that he's produced for
Kim stuff.
off of Bad Boy.
Junior Mafia.
Like,
Mhm.
bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you won't listen to too much music, R&B and rap included.
Yeah, he had a lot of R&B hits too.
Yeah.
Worked with a lot of R&B artists.
So yeah, I'm
The
sorry.
question then is, when will his assets, depending on whether he's guilty and what sentence he gets, will his assets be seized? Because at that point,
After his trial.
after his trial, we'll figure out the outcome then. But at a certain point, if you're in jail, you're not going to be, running the company anymore, obviously. So
Yeah.
I mean, to a certain extent, and I guess I'm just speaking from like a humane standpoint,
Yeah.
like a human standpoint. Like, even people in jail need money.
Of course.
Like,
I mean,
like
by
like,
law. By
like,
law.
I'm just saying, even people in jail need money. So, like, if he's not, I mean, I guess that catalog is huge. He could still continue to make millions in jail.
I mean, there's a lot
but-
of rappers and a lot of industry people that did that.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point he's probably like passed Bad Boy off to his son.
I think that I think from a just a planning ahead point of view, I think
probably did that.
he's
He
probably
probably
thinking
did.
about this preemptively that it's going to get taken. So he'd
Yeah.
probably pass it to someone in the family.
Yeah, I
You
mean, Diddy, hey, bro.
We'll see. You can't. You
Diddy, you
can't.
shouldn't have did what you did.
We'll see.
Yeah, if the diddler Diddy where the Diddy shouldn't have diddler. I don't whatever. But yeah, moving on. What else we got? Mark?
Diddy just shouldn't have did what Diddley did.
Yeah, you shouldn't diddled where diddle.
Talking about some crazy. So that might have been the most epic transition of all time here, but yeah, talking about some other major changes in companies and stuff. So we talked a little while ago about tariffs.
Tarriff.
And yeah, Big T and his Big
Our
T
new brother,
effect.
our new brother Tarriff.
So yeah, Ford has announced that they're going to be facing tariffs now, and what that will translate to in a dollar amount. Basically, a lot of new Ford cars, the Mustang Mach-E, which is like the electric SUV one, the Bronco Sport, a couple other like big popular cars. They're all going to be going up, and due to the tariffs, because while some of them are assembled here, not all the parts are made here. So those parts are going to be subject to the tariffs, and you can't make the car without those components.
We don't make anything in America. We don't make anything. Like, bro, do you know how much my shoes about to cost?
I know you. We already talked about this.
Like Adidas and Nike.
Eric's like, we had a 30-minute conversation last time.
No, we already got in your bag about this.
Adidas and Nike, the CEOs have come out asking for exemptions against the taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, there has been exemptions against the tariffs. I said taxes.
Yeah, we know what you meant.
Yeah, sorry guys, but I heard, I'm not exactly sure, but apparently there's supposed to be a limit on the tariffs.
Yeah.
I guess people who are only importing a certain number of things won't get tariffed, but the other people who are bigger on the business end will.
I mean, I know that since Trump went way gung-ho about it, he's rolled a lot back and has been trying to put in some type of like
It's a 90-day. It's a
guardrail stuff. He dropped everything to 10%.
He's killed the stock market.
Yeah, and the bonds market too. That was in
it's a
trouble.
90-day
The bonds market
pushback.
especially.
It's a 90 days pushback. So then Like you're
But how long
bringing
is
up-
90 days? How long has it been now? We
It's
have to be
been
like
a
4.
We're at least
I'm about to say,
we're at
we
least
gotta
a
be
month
like-
in. We're at least
yeah.
30 days
So
in.
that's where you're talking about how Ford is already implementing that.
Yeah.
He knows it's going to be.
So like a lot of new cars from Ford are about to be like $2,000 more expensive due to their
brand
projections.
new ones.
I love Jeff Bezos, like
Oh.
billionaires messing with billionaires.
Mhm.
The whole idea that, well, let me not say Bezos because I guess Bezos doesn't run Amazon anymore. He probably just has stock in it.
Yeah, he's just a
But
shareholder.
whoever the CEO of Amazon is decided that he was going to put what the price would have been and
Before.
what the new tariff price is
Ooh.
on
I mean, that's
on certain things. So
a smart thing because
to show,
you're
to show the consumers
Yeah.
how the tariff is affecting them.
well, and also just
directly.
to reflect that the blame, like, don't get mad at us.
Yeah, and the White
Like,
House.
yeah.
The White House has said that was a cheap political trick.
Yeah.
I was
Uh,
I
was
mean-
like, I just think that's
brilliant.
transparency.
Yeah. No.
But-
again.
that's brilliant.
I just think it's transparency. It's not. I don't even. I,
think
don't
that's a
even want
great
to call
look.
it brilliant. I
No,
just
it's
think it's
brilliant because
transparent. Like,
Because it's pretty
hey,
much
y'all don't be mad at me.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
tariffs is what did this.
Yeah.
But I mean, they don't say that when the CEO takes a pay raise, or you know
yeah.
what I'm saying, or
well, yeah,
when
they ain't going that far.
they don't. Yeah, you
They ain't
know.
going that far in the books. But I'm just saying, it's actually, I think that's good because, like, oil, same situation with oil.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
like they don't sit there and go, all right, guess what? In about 10 days, this is how much you're gonna pay for gas. You know what I'm saying? I would
Yeah.
love that because then that means I need to prepare myself to fill
Yeah.
up my shit. So
No, I feel you. I feel you.
yeah.
The crazy thing too is with the with the car market, we saw in COVID how the car market got crazy, and the used car market then got crazy.
Yeah.
Because while everyone's car was more valuable because no one could afford new cars, then no one was buying new cars, and then the used car market, cars just became more coveted. We're gonna see kind of a trickle down effect from these tariffs going in. So used cars are about to be more expensive. So
Everything's about to be more expensive.
you need a new car, like
Everything.
get that joint ASAP, or a used car too. That'll
And you
affect
might-
too.
And the saddest part is you might as well get a new car for the simple fact that you're not going to need to get parts for.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you're not going to need to get parts
So-
down the
So
line.
you trying to say like
Wow.
used is gonna be hurt?
Yeah, because
Everything about hurting.
that's the thing. When you
Or you get
when
a
buy-
warranty on
when you
that
buy
joint.
when you buy a used car, you don't know what's wrong with it. You don't know what's fully wrong with it. Like I know they say, yeah, we do the 82-point inspection and all that other stuff.
Get the
you know,
Carfax and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But
I know. You know what I'm saying. I
it's-
know they
you know.
say they do all that, but you don't know what's actually wrong with it.
Yeah, the wear
at
and tear,
least-
the wear and tear is gonna actually
At least a brand new car
Mhm.
will have a warranty that more than likely the
Last.
dealership would have to, you know what I'm saying, the dealership would have to hold up. And
that might have tariffs on it.
yeah, and if they no, but even if they had tariffs on it, the dealership is going to eat it because it's under
Mhm.
Warranty.
it's under warranty.
Honestly,
So-
I've never been a fan of leasing cars, but this might be the move for the next
True,
time period
true,
because you can
true,
get
true.
locked into a lease contract, and there's a ironclad like this is the price for the contract term.
True.
But
That's
going
going to be cheaper than buying a new car, and you don't have the risk.
Hey, financial advice from Absolute DMV. Don't listen to us. Don't listen to us at all.
We are not professionals.
Not at all.
That being said, I think let's lighten it up. There's some hip hop beef, or if not beef, pretty much alleged beef.
Who's beefing?
Joey Badass is going at the West Coast, pretty much saying that,
Hold up. Joey Badass by himself is going at the West Coast?
literally.
Damn.
He already put a
I
track
mean,
called.
Joey's got bars.
Shout
Yeah,
out.
he already put
But
a
you know,
track called.
You know how big the West Coast is? To go at the entire West Coast?
That's what they.
Although
okay,
he said it wasn't an East versus West thing in the
it wasn't.
in his
But he
bars.
was, I guess they're putting. You know how the media is. They'll say he's going at a big powerhouse of the West Coast, which is TDE, but they're saying it's a West Coast thing because actually the track that he put out was called the Finals. The East versus West Coast Finals, or
Yeah.
whatever. And he went, but during that track, he called out the TDE. So they're of course saying,
Didn't he just do a cipher with Absol from TDE?
if you see the cipher, TDE even called out, or Absol called him out for saying that. What he
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because the beef is pretty much supposed to be pretty much lyrical. He even said it. This is lyrical. You know what I'm saying? Trying to like keep the hip hop
for the
hip-hop.
sport.
Yeah, the sport. And I feel like I like it. Honestly, I like this beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we can get away from this fucking tariff shit.
Mhm.
We can get away from this fucking Diddy shit. We can go
Mhm.
back to hip hop and enjoying hip hop on a competitive level.
We can't even though. That's the saddest part because if we talk about the East versus West beef, then who's the first person to be involved in that?
Although what I am hopeful for,
don't go deep. You're going deep.
I'm not going deep. I'm just saying if we talk about an East versus West Coast, we know who was involved in that. So
the social media is
my bad.
It sucks, but it's true.
My bad.
But what I'm hopeful for is that it will be a lyrical thing, because like with that East versus West thing, that got way personal, and the media blew it out of proportion.
Oh, it got way out of hand. Definitely.
And the Drake and Kendrick one got way personal too.
See, but that was Canada versus the West Coast, so it was kind of cool. Niggas ain't care. Yeah, niggas ain't care. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas was like, ooh, everybody in America was West Coast at that point. It was crazy.
Maple syrup versus
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Maple syrup versus what California got? Yeah, marijuana.
Well, Drake, what was the first one that he put out that kind of had a banger where he's like, Metro, shut your ass up and
make some beats.
Yeah. But that one went hard. After that, he never had another competitive part in that beef. That was the only one that
I don't know because I haven't revisited the beef because I got tired of it.
Yeah, so it's there were a lot of people involved in it.
Yeah, but a lot of people have come out and said, at least I've been seeing, that Drake actually was rapping in all his songs. Like he had really good bars in all his songs. He just
got cooked.
People were so on Kendrick that they didn't bother listening to Drake. They were just like, yeah, but you a pedophile. Yeah, that's nice and all, but you a pedophile. Hey, PDF file.
Well, that's what Mark was saying. It got personal.
It got way personal.
It was about lyrics. It was about.
But once again, that was Canada versus the West Coast. So nobody cared about that.
Clearly, somebody cared about it to be on Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh. No, but I mean, he won. Like
he demolished them. Yeah, I think at that point, once Kendrick said some certain stuff, and there was some evidence out there, that you're right, those charges just became or allegations became the topic.
Sorry, I cut you off, man.
No,
because since you said the name, and we've been saying the name, now it's clicking. What were you saying? What were you saying? What was your theory
about what? You
were telling me about Kendrick somehow being in this because Kendrick's not a part of TDE anymore.
No, but he still pretty much represents TDE. The people he
does he
brought him up. Yeah.
I mean, I know he still rock with SZA, but does he you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He still fucks with
if somebody threw bars at TDE, you think Kendrick gonna just be like,
I think so.
Save y'all.
I think so. And so again, I think Joey BadA called out Kendrick Lamar. For some, rap beef. Pretty much.
He called him by name?
Yeah.
Called him by name?
Yeah.
In the final song?
Not in the final song. That was TDE. That was on outside, like calling him. I was like, yeah, we should go at.
Called him out on Instagram?
Dude, what the fuck?
I'm asking. I need to know how he called him out.
Okay, guess what? I will find that for the next pod. For the next pod, I will bring out that
if a rapper calls another rapper out in a song, it's real. But if a rapper just be like, "Hey dog, we should battle," or
because
"Hey dog,"
he smoked everybody from TD. That's what he's saying.
Did he smoke him?
He smoked. They literally was just talking about he went at everybody from TDE. Even the biggest hitter is Absol.
When I hear you say he smoked them, I would think that they replied and he, you know what I'm saying, he bested them.
He bested everybody from TDE, so I think he's going for who's the next hot thing off of TDE. Affiliate like from TDE is Kendrick Lamar.
Man, Kendrick ain't battling that man.
I think he is. I would love it. I like to see that shit.
Look,
I mean, I think it could potentially happen.
Yep.
But again, it's like kind of what we were talking about before. We talked about this a while ago. Kendrick is on one level.
There you go.
He's right now at the peak of his game, arguably.
There you
just did the Super Bowl. Just took down one of the biggest artists of the last 10 years. Joey BadA is in a different lane. He's dope, but he's been in that underground boom bap level, not in the same top 40 realm. So a lot of people, unless you're a big hip hop head or unless you're aware of hip hop, if you're just an average consumer of like pop music, Joey BadA might not resonate the same way.
Let's think about
no diss to Joey BadA. He's dope.
No diss to Joey.
I love Joey. He's a great artist.
It's just, let's think about it this way. Kendrick has had the opportunity to do two things, if not one of two things. He's already battled Drake, the biggest artist in hip hop. The next biggest artist in hip hop is J. Cole. He had the opportunity to make an album with J. Cole. Still hasn't made an album with J. Cole. And we know that that album would do numbers. Kendrick and J. Cole, like, and there's an album that was teased almost 10 years ago. So people really want to hear it. If he still hasn't made that album, like, what in God's green earth makes you believe that he's going to sit there and rap with Joey Badass, especially just coming off a battle? Like, y'all saw what Thanos did after he won his battle. He went somewhere and chilled. And I'm sure that's what Kendrick's doing. He's touring. He's, you know what I'm saying, letting the album do what it do.
But then if somebody's coming out going against your family.
But that's, bruh.
If you're a true,
you fight,
if he's a true hip hop artist,
how much you fighting for your brother? If you know your brother can fight, and some dude out there in the street saying, "I'll whoop your brother," you gonna be like, "Hey, bro, go handle that." You ain't gonna be like, "Man, let me."
But you don't know
talk about my brother.
Yeah, but you don't know if he still feels that, regardless of all this fame, he's still West Coast, and he's still TDE.
Well,
That's
brothers jump people, so
yeah. So I feel like again he might step up, just even for fun, for like I said, for lyrical. Jokes.
I think it's
happening.
I don't see the biggest artist at this time deciding to rap with an actor.
I see it.
Like,
he's not an actor.
He's an actor.
He's an actor now, but he wasn't an actor first.
He's an actor.
Okay, all right.
I mean, Joey
like anytime
stop hating on him.
I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying that's what
Kendrick was an actor too.
Kendrick did one acting scene in one show.
In Power.
Yeah, one time.
He's still an actor.
Joey Badass has been on 3 different shows. I think he has a movie coming out.
He's on Power too. He's actually on Power too.
Yeah, no, he's on Power. He's on
Power Network.
No, he's on the the network. Yeah. But he did Power and he's done some other show.
But he's still actively putting out
rap. He's still
like
rapping
music and stuff. Yeah.
How active? I know he dropped something. I know he dropped something like last year, or was it something
recently?
Like that?
The track Finals is literally a track that he's actually put out.
Oh yeah, so I made one song.
All right, so Ace is a
I
hater.
think he's put out more than that.
Ace is gonna hate. I'm gonna support Joey
Let
Badass.
me hate, bro.
I'm gonna support Joey Badass, and
I support Joey Badass too. I'm just saying
like
that Kendrick's not gonna rap with him or rap against him.
I think he is.
But we'll see.
Like,
you guys got a bet going, right?
I want to put some money on it, but you know,
we already got some money. We got money on it.
Ego scared. He in a hole against me. I done put belt to ass a few times. You know.
All right, whatever, man. Anywho.
Oh shit.
If y'all enjoyed this episode, if y'all have any opinions, and if you have any comments,
do you think Kendrick is going to rap with Joey Badass?
If you don't like what Ace is saying, say something.
Please say something. I dare you.
Please, because I love to see his face when he sees these comments.
Hey man, because you know these people be playing with me, so you know what I'm saying. I think it's funny. I think it's funny, but at the same time, because I don't want to insult nobody, but they be stupid.
I'm laughing.
But they be stupid, bro. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to talk to them.
He's being really. He's holding.
We got all of like less than 100 followers right now, so I don't want to insult the people that we got because I love y'all, but sometimes y'all be
get
stupid.
at them.
Y'all be stupid. But Absolute DMV, y'all
like,
love you.
comment, subscribe, y'all.
Peace.
Thank you.
Peace.